Welcome to Critique Central Sports, and I'm here with
Kobe Shawama.
Hansen, as always.
a Krapen brother. We welcome Hansen as always. So, welcome to today's segment where we discuss about Arsenal. I don't particularly have anything good to say about Arsenal. Arsenal's title charges, their disappointments, and what's next for them. Stage 6 Arteta. So, we start with Kobe Shawama on my right. What do you have to say?
Personally, I think Arteta has been a failure. I have to be honest. He's been a failure.
So blunt like that.
Oh, so blunt. I don't want to alter words or garnish anything here. He's been a failure because he's been in Arsenal for 5+ seasons and he hasn't been able to win the league. He bottled it last season, and I think it's quite disheartening as an Arsenal fan. Any Arsenal fan out there, I'm sorry, but your coach is a failure. It's as simple as that.
Do you think that moving forward, what Arsenal can do to make their problems or relieve some of their problems would be to let go of Arteta?
Probably, I think, because sometimes when something isn't really working, you just have to change those who are the heads. So I think Arteta has to go. Probably they need new leaders, new managers, or a new manager because, they are playing good football as compared to Unai Emery when he was the coach of Arsenal. But I still think Arteta hasn't really delivered, in my own opinion.
I mean, that's fine. I actually agree with you, but Big Hansen as always, what do you have to say?
5 years ago, what was the iPhone released 5 years ago?
That would be 2020. I think that would be iPhone 11 or so.
And which iPhone brand are we on?
16.
Now compare that to Arteta's regime.
They've moved from LCD to OLED screens.
Exactly.
I mean,
So we understand that every manager needs some time to build. Arteta has been doing this for 5 years. And every year, he seems to get a new piece. Or he claims it's the missing piece. Until the season is over and there is another missing piece.
say a puzzle crank common so
That's the problem I have with Arteta. If you look at the transfer fees Arsenal has spent in the last 5 years, 60% have been on defenders. Let's do the math. Ben White, 50 million. Ben White, 50 million. But we can argue Saliba has been a coup. Gabriel, Kieran Tierney. Yes, that is the attackers. Timber.
I also think that
Timber. No, I'm coming. Timber. Raya. Right?
I mean, Raya has been
changed his entire back line. Mikel Merino. And don't forget Declan Rice.
He signed Calafiori because I feel he signed Calafiori because of that little hype. I don't think he particularly has a strategic thing to do when it comes to transfers.
So allow me. Let me tell you.
You tell me, big man. Tell me.
You know Arteta's problem?
What is it?
He's trying so hard to be Pep.
And what's it?
Why do you think he bought Calafiori? He saw how Pep utilized Akanji
Gvardiol
as a centre back. Even before Gvardiol, Akanji as a centre back, he could play double as a right back. There are times he could step into midfield. So at a point when Arsenal and Pep deployed the 3-2-3-2 formation that won in the treble, he came to realize, first of all, let's go back. He bought Zinchenko because Pep was the first person to use Zinchenko as a hybrid midfielder. Yeah. What did he do? He got Zinchenko. He got Gabriel Jesus. Odegaard was trying so hard to be the Bernardo Silva he had. Jesus, it was just a perfect team for him.
Was he the same person who signed Partey?
No, Partey, he came to me Partey there.
He came to
Yeah, he came to me Partey there. Arteta didn't sign Partey.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So Partey has been at Arsenal for 5 years.
Arteta signed Partey. Good. So he signed Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
So look at the midfielders he signed. Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, Jorginho, Mikel Merino. And now he's chasing Zubimendi. Now look at the back line. All the players he's bought. Tierney, Gabriel and the likes. Calafiori, Timber. Pep used the same flat back for who are centre backs for defensive solidarity. And because of Pep's high line, when they have that 4 centre backs, it allows the attacking midfielders and the strikers to just be free. But forget that Pep had a balance in Jack Grealish, where even Jack Grealish doesn't really score, but he gives that balance between attack and defense. Arteta has mimicked Pep so well, and he's still failing, and he cannot sleep.
But I don't think he has made Pep so well. But
No, he's modeled his game. What did Pep say when Arteta was assistant coach? He said that most of the wins he had, he has to give credit to Arteta because most of the wins and the strategies they put in place to win games. It was Arteta's brilliant mind.
Captain brother, what do you have to say about
Stage 5 heading towards stage 6?
I think that Arteta is like a glorified loser or a failure, I should say, because, and even Arsenal as a whole, it's like from 2004 they won their golden EPL till now. Always they are rebuilding. Every year rebuilding. I don't know when, if they are the foundation level or they are footing
Or
they are the lentil. I don't know.
Like you see, because every day they are rebuilding.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what they are building? Like
They be almost cement.
we don't know. They say,
Chama, I want to get talk about that one. Charlie.
They be almost cement. And it's surprising that Arteta is not in the media. They are always focusing on Pep, Maresca, and Klopp. They are always in the hot seat.
I
But
think,
he's clearly failing.
I think Arteta is to Arsenal as Brendan Rodgers was to Liverpool. I feel if Arsenal should let go of him, and he has taken Arsenal as far as he can. You understand? But then if they get another credible manager, he can really put in the pieces and then send Arsenal to the next level.
So they bought. Okay.
But
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
I think comparing Arteta to the coach he used, which was
Brendan
the Liverpool
Rodgers.
coach Brendan Rodgers, there's a huge difference. Arteta has spent heavily.
Yeah.
The underlying word is heavily, but he's still failing.
Whoever he wants, I want this.
They
They
buy
identify
for
this
See,
player. He
exactly.
gets it.
You see, I
He's
feel like
chasing wrong
and one thing I noticed is that he's not someone who likes to risk it. And if you don't risk it, like Lewin would say, so when you try windy, onye chankwa dia obedi.
But you know,
You understand? And he doesn't want to risk it. And so he tries to play safe and play 4 centre backs and then play 2 defensive midfielders and then play a number 8 as a number 10. That is Odegaard.
you see the way Pep Guardiola messes with some of these coaches. When you play offensive football, he's still beating you. He's winning the league.
Yeah.
You decide, okay, I want defensive solidarity. He's still beating the league. The reason why Arteta is a failure this is the specialist. He can make a case for, Pep has always been my Achilles heel, my nemesis for the past 3 seasons. This season we've seen City's performance, and you still can't win the league.
Yeah.
And
You
then-
still
and
didn't show up.
So what are you waiting for Pep and his City
Come
team
back.
to come back?
And we all know that if Manchester City don't get suspended or banned or relegated or deducted 100 points or something, next season they're gonna come in.
No,
hard.
Yeah.
they've even bought some players.
Yeah.
They are even fortunate that Kuzanov, Mamouche, we've seen his
But you know that they have a
Victor-
200 million watchers during the summer.
Of course.
So
Victor Reis is
they're
there.
gonna try to come back
Echeverri.
again. So yeah, so I really don't know what's probably wrong.
I mean, yes.
with Arsenal, I think that with Arteta and Pep, it's like he want to do something like so much like Pep. He want to, I don't know, he want to do better than
He's obsessed with
yeah,
Pep.
see, better than the main man himself. You see,
But don't you think that he's also misprofiled a lot of players?
exactly. So you see, last season.
Why did he get Havertz? What was Havertz? What was Havertz? Pep Arteta's plan for Havertz. Havertz was not a striker.
But
He wanted
Havertz-
to play him as
but-
one of the
but-
midfield 3.
Yeah, but
That's how
Havertz has
Tuchel was
never.
using
Havertz was
But you can't
actually
do that.
never a striker.
Exactly.
But Tuchel was using him as a false 9 at Chelsea when they won the Champions League, right? And he played perfectly. But you
Bernard.
with you Arteta, you don't have
box midfield.
you don't have that kind of method. N'Golo Kante is there. They had this guy Jorginho.
And-
Those were guys who could do better than the Arsenal midfield now, right? And secondly, with Arteta, it's like Bibi Ope. But all the other man also
Yes, it's like that. That's what I'm saying.
like Bibi
It's like Calafiori and Zubimendi. Because tell me why you are only going after a player just because you feel like your rival can get the player. Where after the Euros, Calafiori was catching their attention.
Chelsea
Calafiori this,
bound.
Calafiori that,
Yeah.
Calafiori this,
Exactly.
and then you rush and then you sign
Have you
Calafiori.
forgotten the Declan
There
Rice?
was actually no plan for
But
Calafiori.
they can rise, they can rise.
Same thing.
Because he realized Pep
Yeah,
wanted Declan
yeah,
Rice.
Jorginho.
Same thing with Zubimendi.
Exactly.
Because you don't need Zubimendi. Even Zubimendi, what we actually praise Zubimendi for, a fit party can do it.
No,
And do it better.
You need-
That
you need that
anchoring, that anchoring.
Ask yourself,
You don't need
what was
it.
the essence for Mikel Merino signing?
Exactly, right? Mikel Merino is even there.
number 9.
Is Jorginho not there?
But
No.
they are not fighting for any
No, do you know why? It's not that they need a proper number
They
9.
need a left winger to
They need a they need a proper number
They
9.
need
The point
two
is,
strikers, one starter, one back,
Arteta would only
one
win
left.
if Arteta decides, see, I don't want to play like Pep. This is the materials I have. This is the formation
I can believe it.
that will suit my players, get the best out of them. Get me an out and nine striker. You have wingers. Let them work their balls too. Because if Odegaard has a good striker and is always looking up to a striker, we know he can tread those passes.
No. Actually, Odegaard can't this season.
No, wait, hold on. It is because of the role assigned to him. Let's assume Arsenal have a focal point.
Yeah, but
And they are playing to the strength of their key striker.
Yeah.
You know,
but the way Odegaard, okay,
let's not forget something. When Arteta started, he was playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Odegaard was playing as a CAM. Then after some time, he tried to mimic what Pep was doing with Bernardo Silva. So he started playing a 4-3-3 formation. And Odegaard became a right central midfielder.
Which was not helping.
You understand? So it was limiting Odegaard. Because when Odegaard was playing as a CAM or a central attacking midfielder, he was really providing assists to Gabriel Jesus. And they were gelling as a team. Because Odegaard also has Saka to play some short passes with.
And then with that formation, they were not even scoring more. They were lying on corner kicks. When they reverted to
That
4-3-3.
corner ban, it has expired already.
No,
Yeah. When they reverted to 4-4-3,
the corner
like
thing
that.
started from last
It was last season, yes.
but they have a very they have a very weird way that they are not able to create chances from.
Now, you see,
And you see, when the media guys were
you know
asking-
why?
difficult to break teams who play the
Yeah, that's what I'm
who
saying.
low
That's
block
what I'm
teams.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That Odegaard can't. There have been several times this season where Arsenal have found themselves in transition, where Odegaard can thread the ball through to put a player on goal, but then you turn.
Exactly.
Even against
Always
low
turn.
block teams, a player who really has an eye to pick those passes, someone like Bruno Fernandes, when he sees those openings, he can
Straight
lob
away.
a ball, he won't risk it. Odegaard won't win. And we know that tens or people who have the creative tendencies are people who are willing to risk. Odegaard is not someone who is willing to risk a pass. So I feel like his profile Odegaard is an 8. He's best as an 8 to keep the ball because he hardly loses the ball. You understand? Then play Thomas Partey, get yourself a 10. I feel like 10s are coming back into the game.
you know, so I'm sorry to chip in here. You know, sometimes when coaches try to complicate football, they suffer. Let me give a fine example.
Can't complicate it.
What Nuno Espirito is doing
Santo.
at Nottingham Forest,
Yeah.
even though it's remarkable, they are not complicating things.
No, just the basic.
Wingers, high intensity football. Wingers get the ball quickly, make the damage.
Run,
Look
run,
for
run.
Chris
Look for
Wood.
number 9.
You have a 10 in Morgan Gibbs White. It is football is simplified. No, these coaches nowadays trying to have the inverted, the auxiliary when they come into football.
But you also have to understand that you only prepare
The
for what is
managers,
ahead of
the
you.
managers who
You understand? Like the game that is ahead of.
Exactly.
The reason why Nottingham are able to play that way is because a lot of teams don't prepare for Nottingham like how you prepare for Arsenal.
No, the
Or how
point
you
is,
prepare for City
you
or
know,
Chelsea.
you know,
or-
you are not. No,
They do the
But
basic
Nottingham
things.
has-
listen.
complicated.
When you do
Yes.
the basic things in football,
No, but
you
but,
become.
but,
Hold on, you
but
become.
Manchester
Hold on.
City cannot be basic and win the league.
You know, listen. No, when I say basic, listen.
Well, it's not really basic.
Liverpool.
Uh-huh.
You are playing basic football. You are not putting square pegs in round holes. You are not complicating things by changing possible, but except Van Dijk passing away. See,
By
listen.
force.
You see how
Also
Slot
against
is
number
playing.
9.
Does Slot not adapt to the teams he plays?
Yeah.
The coaches who were Pep's understudies, Maresca, Arteta. You see how sometimes their philosophy and their style of play is too complicated. To the extent that sometimes they can have 3-on-3. They go to the final third, and what happen? They come back, give it to the center back to start the transitional play. Like it is prototype.
On
It
the
is something rehearsed. Football. Why do you think Simeone has strived for over the years? Sure, football. When you see the space, attack it.
That is why
That's
I
all.
like the way Liverpool they are playing.
You agree? Your team is
Even
slot.
when
How is
even
slot
when you
playing?
had- Even when you had Jejen, you know, they don't complicate things.
I can't
High
press.
intensity, counter-attacking football, get the ball to the wingers.
You know what is inverted?
What
is inverted?
no.
Inverted fullback.
No, those things.
What is that?
No,
Number
those,
five,
those things should be pragmatic, solving situations in game.
But it is
You
easier
understand?
for
But,
an opponent to
yeah,
study you.
but I don't think that it should be something that should become your philosophy.
Exactly.
You understand? Maybe you're
In-game management.
you're playing a game.
Sometimes you are
and need
trying to
make some
create,
tweaks
create an overload
here and
somewhere.
there. You understand?
Do you know something? If you have
Yeah.
inverted fullbacks in your team as an opponent, I know when Cucurella is stepping into midfield.
Mhm.
I know when Timber is joining midfield. As soon as he joins, I'm there.
Yeah. I'm just.
How many
Alfred,
spots?
do you have something to add to it?
Well, I think most of the coaches who were under Pep or who were his assistant coach or assistant coaches, I think the reason why they are deploying their fullbacks as maybe false backs, that's the name, false backs, is because Pep used to use Walker in that role very well, but they are forgetting the fact that Kyle Walker is a pacey
recovery. He had very good
pacey right back. That is it. So you won't catch him sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? And as you said, his recovery runs too is also very good. I think that is the problem.
You know something? I'll talk about Pep. You see, Pep is very clever with player profiling.
Yeah.
He knows your strength, and he knows how best he can utilize your strength to suit him. You see, we always complain about Jack Grealish not providing goals and assists, but the kind of balance he creates on the left side.
I actually
People do not
remember
know.
what Bernardo Silva said. Bernardo Silva said that anytime they play without Grealish, they don't have the ball more. So Grealish's role in the team was to retain possession. So when you
ball
go,
retention.
yeah. So when you go and then you can't create something, you need someone that can actually shield the ball or draw a foul.
Exactly.
In dangerous
And that
areas.
is what Shawama said. He's playing Kyle Walker as an inverted because he had the pace
Yeah.
to make up for it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So
And
Arteta
most
has
times-
he doesn't
So
actually
he has,
profile
the, he
players
has
well.
the idea, but the player profiling is the problem.
Otobia hype, but we are
Why
not
did-
They
Otobia.
don't have the skill
Why
set
did
and
he?
they want to do that.
Why did he buy Timber? I thought he was going to be a centre back. Then he's now on the left side. But Julian Timber we knew for Holland even with Ajax. He was
Ajax,
playing as a centre back. You'll be there. He go and buy Jarahato.
Hey, like you worry me,
He's not
wow.
playing.
Because me, I need him.
And I
Hey,
know
me,
you
I
guys-
need him
you
at
guys
Liverpool.
are
Jarahato.
Jarahato.
You
Yeah,
see,
I
you go and
need
buy
him,
Hato.
yeah.
That's what you go. But what the missing piece right now, we all know is Isak for us now. You don't buy Isak.
Yeah.
But
And to the extent now, you see him playing
Because
Cameroon
you-
as a striker.
you know that he needs a striker. He needs a striker, but he's negotiating with
See,
Zubimendi.
you don't go buy. You know why? Because Chelsea in call, Man City in call, Liverpool in call. In the end, they say like I should have maybe it will help him. You but would they make Chelsea go Isaac in body?
You don't say that be how United is sign players too.
Oh yeah.
Someone for do the
someone
Someone for do the hard work. Do the scouting news.
that job
News is picking up.
Chelsea is
Asimega they do what?
Eh.
You go do what then Chelsea go buy.
Oh, so what's next for Arsenal?
Well,
Next season, I feel like Liverpool would be restarting again.
Chelsea would
Liverpool
improve.
restarting.
Chelsea
will
will
look to
Man City will be
improve.
back.
But hey,
Manchester City will be back. So what do you think? What's next for Arsenal? Should Arsenal trust the process?
No, they are trusting the process, but I feel like next season, with
Uh-huh.
this discussion we are having, the board will start to worry next season.
They'll start to worry him next season.
Yes.
The media attention and
It
everything.
will come.
It should be his make or break season.
Because what
Because-
the only major trophy Arteta has won?
The
I think
FA
FA
Cup.
Cup.
In when?
FA
Which year?
Cup and
2020. I think that was with Unai Emery's team.
FA Cup and is it Carabao?
City's
Community Shield.
Actually, this
Against
is
Liverpool.
this is
Against
City's
Liverpool.
worst season in the last 10 years, right? But in the
Yeah.
semi-finals of the FA Cup, they can even win the FA Cup, and still people call it a failed season.
I mean, that's a standard.
But look at
Raise the
Arteta.
bar.
He's qualified to the Champions League, and Arsenal fans are saying they'll beat Real Madrid.
But I think that is the problem with Arsenal. Arsenal fans fail to realize that they are not a big team. Just because that you've won a treble, and you've won the Golden Premier League, does not make you a big team. Or the fact that you've won and Yankasanka Leverkusen winning now a big
Now
team.
they have no
so-
excuse
because you don't have a
they are
European
not
trophy.
building a stadium.
You've not dined with it.
They have technical directors in
And there's no
place.
problem. Obia brother.
yo, say Arsenal for some pressure.
If you look at the players they bought, they always say
Arsenal fans, tell me in your comments. I have one friend. Her name is Nanama. She said I should say good things about Arsenal, but Nanama, I'm sorry. There's nothing.
There's
I can
nothing good to say.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Let me tell you something to tell Nanama.
Yeah, tell her. You
The
tell
only-
tell
the
Nanama.
only-
Now tell Nanama.
Nanama,
Uh-huh.
you see this?
Uh-huh.
You come to our Dean, the Lions Dean.
Mhm.
You cover the stadium. we will beat you mercilessly.
What?
But are you sure? Like, are you sure?
Oh, but relax. Do you believe Arsenal is going to beat Real Madrid?
Real Madrid.
Hey, question.
No,
I'm
do you
just
know?
asking.
No, ask yourself that question first. What are you telling me?
I am not even sure.
I even want Arsenal out of the Champions League. So it's not about me wanting.
No,
What are you sure?
we are in the semi-finals.
something.
I'm not even thinking of Arsenal game. We are in the semi-finals.
Hey, so
Oh,
what?
Arsenal.
So what if your players get banned or fined?
Who?
Bro,
Who?
Obi who are back up.
Even they play.
All the players
If
that
they
I
play
said, we go
Nacho,
by.
they play Nacho.
Eh,
Nacho is not even there.
Bro,
Vasquez.
Make them blame.
Eh,
From
See,
Egypt.
There's something about
They have
this
Bobby
Madrid
Charlton.
team. When they are playing in the Champions
We
League,
will go play.
they play
The supporters
a
have to play.
different game altogether.
Yes. The experience
You know,
will count.
Wow.
They can even field Bobby Charlton. Say Bobby.
It's a rugby.
And
Anything
Bobby
is a
will use
rugby.
for hat-trick.
You know what they said? They told him.
Is it me?
They said what do you call it? Utamani told him, Charlie, so you have to play.
Today you
like
have to
that.
play like Philip.
Oh my
You have to
God.
play like
Today you have to play like
You have to get
Why
her,
you
what
put-
are
why
you
you put
doing?
that team like Bobby like that?
Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to Madrid, as a Liverpool fan, I know how it is. I know how it feels to play Madrid. It's painful because Madrid, you can do everything and they'll still beat you.
But let's expect
But
Arteta to
Arsenal.
play 7 defenders.
Oh, of course, you actually load
You
them back.
play a back four of defenders
But
and play
They
Partey.
11 defenders.
But talking about that game, is Madrid a team that's actually good at breaking down teams? Low
You
blows?
think Madrid don't need to
No,
break down.
we don't
teams.
have to break
They
it.
only, they are only, you know, they are only good in their spells. When they
You
get the
make you
spell,
break
it
yourself.
doesn't matter whether you built a what do you call it, 3-story building. Don't break it down.
You break yourself. You break it yourself. You start
Arsenal
breaking.
fans would like to hear your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. Want to see whether you guys feel like you want to give Arteta another chance, trust in Arteta, or feel like it's time to give him the boot. You've heard from us. You know that we all agree
You have
that
to go for Big Sam.
oh, come on.
You have won something by now. I mean,
Arsenal fans, let us know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know, we are targeting 500 subscribers, so make sure,
take us there.
you take us there. We hit the mark. We have more content, very good content to share with you
We
guys.
won't
So
keep you waiting like Arsenal.
yeah,
500, eh?
Hey,
500.
Charlie,
Keep you
Charlie,
waiting like
agenda.
Arsenal.
Hit the like button.
Hashtag 500.
500, yeah.
So the last words, Coffee Shawarma. What do you have to tell the Arsenal fans out there or the listeners?
You know, fast and pray. Fast and pray. Because Real Madrid, as a Chelsea fan, I know what they did to me.
Mm-hmm.
I know what they did to me. So you just have to start fasting and praying, you know, and hope for a miracle. But I doubt.
Without
I doubt.
Hansen as
Because
always.
Kylian is on form.
Hansen as always. Ogulu. I'm big sorry.
See, man, I'm waiting for us now. When you're done with the first leg, I'll say good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
That's all I want to tell them.
Good afternoon, brother.
Yo. Mpanyin sɛ abɔfra bɛwu no wode ne hyɛ Roman sɔfo kotoku mu kuro bɛwu.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, Chelsea Empire Bonje, no.
Bible and general. Nti Arsenal for them won't start next season. Why some of them won't lose. They're ready. So next season they'll then come. So last year.
Oh, something last for them. Yeah.
Whether it's us now,
Mm-hmm.
it is card now,
Mm-hmm.
or it's marginal. Madrid 2.
Madrid
Madrid too.
too.
Madrid
Thank you. Two.
Madrid too, guys.
We see you another time. Peace out.